So what we need today is strong faith in Jesus. My dear brothers and sisters, in today's gospel, we see people go in search of Jesus. Wherever Jesus goes, people find him, they recognize him as a great healer. And so they bring all sorts of people with all sorts of sicknesses. Some of them, they bring them on their stretchers. On the way they meet him, they ask him to heal him there on the way itself. Huge crowds come the moment they know that Jesus the healer is around. And so as the gospel tells us that they just want to touch the fringe of his clothes so that they may be healed. So all sorts of people come wherever he goes. Even if he wants to take some rest, there also people come in search of him, and Jesus heals them. Jesus starts to teach them. So in today's gospel, we have this lot of people coming to see Jesus, to meet him, to experience the healing and so on. Many brothers and sisters, as we live today, the world has developed so much. The technology, the medicine, and other aspects of our life. Along with that, we also see the number of ailments and diseases increasing. People get sick in spite of having the technology and medicine and medical equipment, medical knowledge. Yet, some of these ailments don't spare us. In spite of all the development, we, the human beings, are still vulnerable. The current pandemic is the living example of our helplessness. The amount of people died. Still we don't have the clue how to treat the COVID virus. So we are helpless. Our situation today, in spite of the best of the technology and the medicines, we are still helpless like those people at the time of Jesus. And so in this helplessness, we turn to Jesus. What was the criteria those people followed at the time of Jesus to experience the healing? It was the faith in those people. They knew Jesus is a healer. And so, wherever Jesus is, there the people flocked basically to get healing. So, today, what we need to do is, in spite of all the medications that are available, all the technologies, all the expertise that is there, yet we have more and more diseases coming in, and we show our helplessness, our vulnerability. So what we need today is strong faith in Jesus. First of all, we need to believe that Jesus is alive. We need to believe that he is a faithful God. We need to believe that he is a healing God. Because in the Gospel of John chapter 10 verse 10, he says that I came so that you may have life, and the life in fullness. So he wants to give us life, a fullness of life. And it's only with him, because at times the medicines don't work. At times the modern equipments don't help us. In faith, we need to search God. In faith, we need to go after Jesus and beg him to heal us. We may not be able to touch the fringe of his clothes. We may not be able to have the experience of direct touch of his hands. But with faith, we believe Jesus is present, especially in the Eucharist. He is present when we read his word, and we believe he will be present in our personal prayer, that Jesus will become present and he will touch us. So we need faith. Jesus is present, especially in these three areas. And with this faith, yes, we will be healed because He came to give us a life in fullness. In case we are not healed, that very faith will help us to face whatever the crisis that we are in. And that faith itself will help us to sustain our life and go ahead with deep knowledge of God. And that knowledge itself will set us free, and we continue to live our life. Even if we are not healed, but the faith will take us deeper in the knowledge of God, and the knowledge of God will set us free. So let us have faith in Jesus and beg Him to heal us, surrender our lives, our helplessness, and our vulnerability. Amen.